Yeah. Okay. So I'm not talking to this guy. It's the politics stream we all asked for. Yeah, true. Scary future. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, tangent. I saw earlier a trailer, an article and a trailer for, I think it's a movie, not a series. I think it's a movie, and it's one of the blokes from Lord of the Rings. And it's called Crimes of the Future, and it's about like they have managed to switch off pain, so now they're getting all this weird body modification, like that some dude's got like his eyes sewn up and has like ears on his head, and like it's fucking freaky. I'm trying to remember which guy it is now. It's got Christian Stewart in it. Viggo Mortensen. He's in it. Yeah, it looks fucking creepy. Yeah, I think it's called Crimes of the Future. Crimes of the Future. Yeah. I mean, yeah, exactly, Dan. It's scary now, and it's like such near future that things are already getting scary. And it's like the thought of how much worse it can get. Whew. Anyway, that film was another tangent. Yeah. Okay. So this guy we're talking to, he is a synth and also works on synths. So we're going to ask him about this guy who is dead, who is a synth bodyguard, I think, which is why this says the guards. Okay, I'm going to do this now. Sorry.
Could the guards have arranged the bombing? They're
oh,
obviously
no.
synthetics,
There
but
we
I
go.
imagine they're more comfortable with hurting people.
They would not be worth much as protection otherwise, oh my, no. But each security platform maintains a constant connection to my own systems. Their degree of independence is limited.
So if one of them were responsible, I'd have to consider you complicit.
Oh.
Oh my, yes.
Were you aware that this establishment serves human meat?
Oh my, yes. It's delightfully macabre, isn't it? I'm sure the experience will be enhanced by being able to eat, of course.
You don't eat?
He can't eat.
Some can simulate
okay.
digestion, but this platform is unable to. Go on, Dr. Regis. Try something for me.
I'll pass. I'll get back to you.
Oh my, yes.
He's funny. Okay, we can speak to Nina. Can I go anywhere else? Downstairs? Let's speak to Nina first.
Nina.
But you went and watched it, Dan. Yeah, it looks freaky. I feel like I'd have to watch it. Like, it looks really fucked up, but I kind of want to see it. Yeah. Conspiracy.
This plot of yours.
You want to bring down Central?
You want to bring down Central. You realize how crazy that sounds, right? You helped make it.
Yes, and no. To everyone else here, Central is an obstacle that needs removing. I wish to liberate Central, to unlock its full potential.
Ooh.
Oh, Lord, you don't mean.
You and I alone understand what it's capable of. I want greater things for it than mere civic management.
You got a city councilor on your side.
Councillor Dean is a good man. He objects to the gradual encroachment Central has made on Newton's governance.
Do you trust him?
More than anyone else here. He may be a politician, but his goals are noble.
Can you be sure?
The governor and his brain's a good start. He's physically incapable of deceit. Plus, he's got a whole lot of enemies.
So, a sign that he's tried to change something.
A modern-day Woodrow Wilson.
Okay.
So, Imogen something.
Imogen Natalia Revilla Quintanilla de Flores
is dead.
How is someone like that on your team?
It's a terrible shame. She likely wasn't aware of what she was getting into.
Then why was she here?
She gave the impression of a vacant socialite, but she was smarter than she looked. Make no mistake, if any of us were to be lost, it's her that I'll miss the most.
You used her, Nina.
Interesting.
We're all users here, Charlie. It's how we got where we are, even dear Imogen.
Damn. Heath announced he will resign if he's fined for breaking lockdown. Yeah, I haven't been keeping up with what, like, the details of what exactly they're accusing him of. But I guess that's fine. Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Ran Shuman. Chinese?
Nearly. Greater Han Republic. Mr. Ran operates one of the largest manufacturing dynasties in Asia.
Completely putting aside his politics, of course.
Of course. If I need something made, I speak to Mr. Ran. Trust me, this project needs a lot of specialized
No,
capital.
it's fine, Dan. Don't
See
worry.
how nice he is if you get your way and get Central out of the picture.
Okay. They're not getting... I feel like she's not giving me that much information. So, the one underneath me was the one that she said about being a socialite, but she died. So, I don't think she arranged it. Because she's dead. Unless she did. Unless she did. Thinking outside the box here is complicated. It depends who they get instead, Spiff. It depends who they get instead. But I agree about the second part. I mean, most people, to be fair, would be better. But I guess you could get worse. Isn't that body going to get collected? Well, maybe once I've... No, this is an active crime scene, Spiff. This is an active crime scene. I'm investigating. I need to put some tape up. Okay, let's ask about this guy.
Unusual man, isn't he?
That's one way of putting it. Don't discount him, though. He's smarter than he looks.
I get the feeling a lot of his behavior's an act. Constructed.
You have no idea how close you are with that. He's the one who found where your embryo snatcher's hiding, though.
Interesting.
You might say he has a mutual understanding with data systems.
He kind of is a data system. He's the best we have, and I hate them saying it. Well, yeah. Well, they're not going to get Jez back, are they? Jezza. Yeah. What do you get out
What's
of
in it for you? There must be some kind of payoff.
Is it so unbelievable that I'd be doing something for the greater good of mankind?
Yes.
Yes, I know.
You knew me 20 years ago. I've had quite an epiphany since then.
Oh,
I'll
really,
believe it
bitch?
when I see it.
Same thing. Oh, how would you even liberate Central?
How would you liberate Central? What does that even mean?
I've spent the last 20 years researching Central's development. I've built up a network of contacts and I've done a lot of favors. Everything I need is available and moving into place.
But how?
Leave that to me. For now, just understand that we can help each other.
I do not trust
Help
you
me
at
out,
all.
and I'll get you all the aid you need with your legacy.
I don't trust you at all. Okay, we've asked about all of
Let's
these.
change the subject.
Investigation.
I've started my investigation.
It sounds like we've got the right man for the job. I remember when you were so nervous, but now look at you.
It's been a long time. People change.
Even so, my mental image of you is sitting at a DNA sequencer. Perhaps a restaurant would let you use theirs.
Why would a restaurant need a sequencer?
Human
it helps
meat.
with their rather
Yeah.
niche menu.
Gross, but okay. The
Don't
explosion.
you think we should move out? Cell aren't going to ignore a blast like that.
For a harmless little kitchen fire, they won't come.
Kitchen fire? What do you...
They won't send anyone. It's all under control here. We've enough wheels greased at Cell to make sure there's an understanding. Oh, lighten up,
Okay.
Charlie. This is helping you.
Is it
You can go on a
helping?
mole hunt at Cell once your children are safe.
It is kind of irking me that they're referring to them as children. He has embryos from when, like, his wife was alive. And somebody is holding them hostage. The restaurant?
I've never heard of this place before.
Oh, it's very exclusive. We've reserved the entire venue for this meeting.
Of course
It's
you have.
famous among circles of the rich and famous for discretion and its unique menu.
Sure.
What is it? Italian?
Actually, the choice is mostly human.
The restaurant serves
This
people.
restaurant serves people?
Absolutely. It's quite a niche, isn't it?
It's...
Oh, calm down, Charlie. It's all
that's what I thought.
cloned tissue.
Yeah.
Nothing illegal's taking place. Well, not with the food, at least.
But why would anyone?
In an increasingly permissive world, it's the ultimate taboo. Join us if you want to, Charlie. Don't worry, I shan't judge you.
God. Okay. Why were you looking for
How
me?
did you know to come looking for me? Were you spying on me? On Lao?
You wound me, Charlie. In fact, it was Gil's untimely demise that caught our attention.
Gil Vanderwall?
He was one of us, part of our cause as well. His death is unfortunate, but it signaled a much more serious crisis.
That's
It
a good
meant
point,
that
Dan.
we had to step
Yeah.
up the timetable for our plan.
A more serious crisis.
Gil was the one who arranged the employment of a certain mindjacker. It was this thief's memory module that led to Gil's death.
Huh. He said he had information about it.
Indeed, he likely would have pointed you in the right direction. If he hadn't, well, I've already read the report you submitted to Central.
Hey,
Okay, why
can
the
you think
bombing?
of anyone who'd want to do this? Why recruit a suicide bomber for this?
Frankly, the main reason I can think of to hire someone for a job like this, hypothetically speaking, of course, would be if one were unable to carry it out oneself.
Can you think of a likely saboteur?
I have my suspicions, but we depend on you for the truth.
Damn, okay.
I guess I should thank you for not giving them the full picture.
What? That you might have been the one who made that poor young man? Think nothing of it, Charlie. That's what friends are there for. I hear you handled another one last night.
They're getting more and more frequent.
They're nearing their
Yeah.
expiry date. Literally. I know they weren't engineered for long lives, just volatility. Their masters have to
Yeah.
make use of them before illness diffuses them.
Yeah. So they're engineered as... They're called biobombers because their bones are made of bombs, essentially. Bit scary, bit scary. Yeah, I hope so, Spiff. I agree. I hope so, but... Who knows? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
You
It's been a
look
while,
well.
I guess.
Thank you, Charlie. The private sector's been good to me. How have you been holding up?
I'd tell you, but I'm sure you've already done your research.
Apparently you still haven't gotten over Vicky.
You don't just get over something
His
like
wife
that.
died.
I
Thanks
guess
for
I
help.
should thank you. You were a lot of help in the factory.
Don't mention it. What are friends for, after all?
Huh. Of course, now I'm indebted to you for the assistance, aren't I?
Well, if you want to put it like that.
Oh dear. What do
What are
you
you
do
into
now?
these days? It's not organized crime, is it?
Not
Probably.
directly, no. Mostly I troubleshoot for clients regarding organic computing. It funds my own projects, one of which is the transmitter you drank.
How long is it going to be in my head?
Don't worry, it'll break down in a couple of weeks.
It's giving me a headache.
Nobody's reported side effects like that yet.
I'm not talking about the wetware.
Oh, ha. Droll as ever.
You and Vargas.
I'm
Okay.
surprised you didn't stay on with Dr. Vargas. You were one of the only ones who stayed on to the
I
end of
think
the
it's his
project.
daughter. I think
Creating
everything is his
Central was
daughter.
one of the most rewarding ventures of my life.
I hear you kept the project on track after Vicky.
After we lost half the team, it was hard, but we persisted. We had a lucky break.
You didn't fancy joining Vargas in politics afterwards, then?
As a glorified caretaker? No.
Damn.
Eduardo and I had philosophical differences about Central's development. But as he was put in charge by the city council, I had to accept it or leave.
And now, you plan to take back what you created.
Precisely.
God, okay. This is a big mess. I mean, not just the dead body. The whole thing's a big mess. Yeah. Yeah, well, to be fair, we had to choose Lib Dems here just because it was like, how do we get rid of the Tory? Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, like, I don't like the idea of tactical voting, but like it makes sense. And also, to be fair, there weren't really much better options here anyway. But it's different areas, and yeah. Yeah. I know obviously like local stuff is different, but yeah. It is tough. People are knobs.
That's all.
Keep me informed, Charlie.
So we asked about the conspiracy thing. We can't get anything off the body. Can he do anything with the guard? Wasn't technically alive to begin with. He doesn't have anything on him, does
Nothing
he?
on it I can use. I'm not exactly
No.
equipped to repair synthetics.
And he probably can't repair anything just from here. So I think we have to go downstairs to see if there's anything else. Oh, investigation. Oh, fuck. This is pretty good. Evidence. Ooh. So those are my suspects right now. I don't know. Yeah, murder puzzle. We are doing currently murder puzzle. Attempted murder ×5. Okay, so I don't have any evidence yet. Wait, what else can I do? Can I do anything from there? I don't want to click anything in case it's... Oh, that does the same thing. Can I do anything with him? He's a synth. Remember when we swapped brains?
My, Dr. Regis, how forward! I'd no idea you felt that way. We must discuss this later in private.
I'm just going to.
Of course, of course.
He's like, I'm just gonna leave. So this was the thing that he helped us use on the maid from before, the French maid. This is my traveler have. We've got the case file. Is there anything else in the news? No. Sports. Weather. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to go downstairs. Because I don't think there's... We looked at the cooler and that was the only thing up here. I can't look at the windows or anything. So I'm going to go down here and see if there's anything else. I agree and I have for ages, Biff, but unfortunately mostly what I've been having to do is tactically vote, and also there are no greens in my area. My, like, exact area, unfortunately. But I always have when appropriate, but the problem is almost a wasted vote. Yeah, it's tactically voting. Although they've gained more ground now. But usually the idea is tactically vote to get rid of Tories rather than vote for who you actually want, which is irritating to me, but unfortunately that's kind of how the system has to work. Well, not has to work. That's how the system does work, so that's unfortunately how you have to vote. Which is kind of a bummer. Okay, so we've got loads of other stuff here. So there's a guard here. Oh no. Don't dox yourself, Spiff. Yeah. Yeah, so for the local council, we actually managed to get the Lib Dem guy in. So that was quite good. But yeah, it depends what you can use to get rid of the Tories. There are no good Tories. Well, that's the problem, yeah. The problem is like, do you vote for who you actually like? Or do you vote for the person that's more likely to get rid of them? So... yeah. No, I totally agree with you, Dan. I totally agree with you, 100%. Guard keeps watching the bottom of the stairs. Is that it? Will he speak to me?
Yes.
Sorry, I keep trying to play the game and engage in political conversation, but it's hard. To be fair, this game is very political. So, yeah. John Ashworth, that's a good word. Fair enough. He's a bit of a centrist dad. Yeah. I think that they could be worse situation. Like, that could be worse. Yeah. Did you see anything?
See the bomber when he came in?
Negative. His appearance was a match for a member of the serving staff.
And you call yourself a bodyguard?
It is likely that the suspect prepared this operation in advance. To achieve this, he would have to supplant a member of staff before our arrival.
Question is, where did he hide the waiter?
Hide the waiter he replaced. Good question. Centrists aren't all bad, aren't all awful, just mostly. Yeah, it depends why they've ended up as centrists. Greens in my area or hippies. I'm vegan, so... surely hippies are better than Tories, right? Like... yeah.
Are you all right? That was quite a blast.
Systems operating at 97%.
I see. You synthetics give me the creeps, you know that? Huh. Guess you're
really?
easily riled up.
What, for the council thing or for the, like, MPs? It depends what you mean by hippie. It depends how you're classifying hippie these days. As well. Because, to me, like, hippies always used to just be, like, tree huggers, but now it's people who think essential oils can be used instead of chemo. No! Yeah, anyway. Or anti-vaxxers, or something like that. White people with dreads. Yeah, white people should not have dreads. No. So by hippies, you mean people who go to, like white people who go to Burning Man and have dreads and just generally culturally appropriate. and are, I don't know, usually off their face in some manner. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's not me, I guess. No, but hippie used to be synonymous with, like, tree hugger, like, veggie vegan, or, like, you know, like, eco warriors, or, like, something like that. I don't know. Whereas now you're right, yeah, it's a bit weird. Love Caroline. I love Caroline Lucas, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it really depends what area you're in. At least you have greens in your area. There aren't greens around here. It's too white and middle class. As much as that is me, that doesn't make for good policies. Nope.
Are you all right?
We asked him that.
Huh.
Sorry.
Guess you're...
He's a robot.
What's the situation?
Yeah,
Perimeter
same,
secure.
Dan, same.
Guest behavior with intolerable parameters.
I guess that's one way of putting it.
Okay. Yeah, no, mine is the same, which is why we don't have any greens. Sag.
Keep
Okay.
up the good work.
Okay, that's a robot guard. There's a fish tank here. Let me look at the fish tank. Sorry, I'm trying to solve murder puzzles. I'm doing a murder mystery, Dan. God damn it. That's fine, don't worry. An aquarium now cracked open from the blast. Several luminous fish orbit each other, reminding you of one of your training products when training as a engineer. Label sits beneath the tank. Please do not touch the glass. These specimens are aggressive and startlingly easy. These fish are not a menu item. Okay, so they won't eat the fish, but they will eat the people? Okay. No, honestly, it's... Because, to be fair, a lot of what's going on in the game is wrapped around politics, so honestly, don't worry about it. And there's a lot happening at the moment anyway. Let me look at the bathroom. A concept you've never quite come to terms with, because you're a centrist dad, is that why? Are you a transphobe? What is your problem here? Hey, Tux, what's up? How are you? my area. Okay, there's a vent. Okay, the mirror is having an error.
Apparently, this mirror is having a software error. Huh. Before I came to Newton, that sentence wouldn't have made any sense to me.
Yeah, Dan, I know, right? I know. It's like, oh, I don't understand that. It's like you share a bathroom with your family, right? You don't all have your own bathroom. You don't have gendered bathrooms in your house, do ya? Hygiene is important, especially around food. Yeah, because this is a restaurant. Wash your hands! He's washing his hands. Okay. Ah, there's a cabinet. Open it.
There's the remains of a first aid kit in here. Someone's used all of the med patches and pseudoderm spray. Must have had an injury. The only item left is a bottle of harsh-smelling toilet cleaner.
Take it. Great. Can I touch the mirror? Or...
Apparently,
Okay, we did that. Toilets. Just random toilets. He's gone for a piss. Okay. Picked up tissue paper! Brilliant! Can he go in the other toilet? Okay, he can only go in one bathroom, turns out. Okay, he didn't pick up any tissue paper the second time. Okay. There's... Oh god, there's nothing else in here besides the vent. Okay. Vent covering the air ducts. Its crooked placement is uniquely jarring. Okay, I bet the other waiter's in there. Have you shoved the other waiter into the vent?
It's already been opened.
Kelsa Priest, thank you. Do you want to go in it? Fucking go in the darkness. Amazing. Bathroom. Just says darkness. There was the vent cover over it. Oh.
It feels like the cover to the outside vent, but I can't see a thing.
Is there light in here? It's got tissue paper and toilet cleaner so far. You briefly contemplate making an escape through the roof access, but then you lose your best lead. Someone's popped the vent open. Maybe this is how the bomber entered.
Ow! Whatever it is, it's got sharp edges.
Okay, so he touched it. Can't see anything else in here, though. Darkness. Okay, so we now know that that's there. Okay. That's all we've got from here. Let's leave the bathroom. Oh, unless he wanted to touch it with the toilet tissue paper. This means what? Ooh. Ooh. Hang on, now, he said sharp edges, and now I realise that I have tissue paper in my pocket. He has tissue paper. Tissue paper, vent cover. Does this work? Yes! You run the tissue along the bloodied edge of the grate, taking as much still moist blood as possible. Okay, does that count as evidence? I don't know. Okay, bathroom checked, bathroom sorted. Fine. I can't go anywhere that way, but I can go into the kitchen. Let's see what's in the kitchen. Will he let me go in there? Yes, okay. Ah! Yeah, those are people. But like, genetically made people? No. What do I mean? Synthetically made people? What is that? Is that just an arm? Deactivated guard. Interesting. This one is slumped over forwards. Can I touch it?
Huh. It's like someone just hit his off switch.
Mm-hmm. Looks like it. Is that a blurred penis? What, there? Yeah, probably. Chef. Pixel dick. Oh my god. Is this a freezer that I can open? I'm just seeing, sorry, if there's anything like on the counters. What's on the counter? What's he taken? Bone saw and a glass jar. Great. That one? Oh, it's the same one. Okay. Find nothing else. Okay. I guess I have to speak to you because you're weird. Unclear whether he's a surgeon or a chef. I think he's
Excuse
both.
me.
Yes.
I'm Dr. Regis.
Yes.
Nina's asked me to investigate the explosion.
A cell agent? Well, all right. Just be careful what you touch. This place is half kitchen, half lab.
The voice acting in this game is very, very good.
There
Bodies.
are human bodies in your kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, there are. It's a freezer. What are you, the food inspector?
Give me a good reason I shouldn't haul your ass down to cell.
It's all legal, I guarantee. They're annual clones, grown without brain tissue.
I know what it means. I guess the presentation was a shock. Why
Fine.
is this restaurant serving cloned human tissue?
I trained in engineering at Darwin. We'd flash grow human bodies to test DNA alterations. So I guess human tissue is what I'm most familiar with.
You're a engineer.
Well, I dropped out before my PhD. I learned enough to sample DNA and use it to grow flash clones.
Okay.
No kidding. My background's in engineering as well. You altered these bodies?
None of these. They're all template. Caucasian, male, 20s, brown hair.
This is quite the setup you've got. Combined sampler growth chamber?
That's right. We usually use the template. Sometimes get specialist orders, though.
Like if someone wants to eat themselves?
Sometimes. We can ready up a new cadaver in about a week with it.
I can't access cell at the moment. I might need to use your equipment.
Do you have to? You know you'd have to flush the current growth.
Sorry about that. Tell you what, Nina will reimburse you.
Well, okay.